Hello everyone, this is MrSjarok and I am bringing you another episode of Empires of the Undergrowth. Now, our food stores are full, so we are going to do the Rising Tides challenge on a medium. And we are going to go with the Rapid Fire Ant for this scenario. Since when the Rapid Fire Ant is fully upgraded, it slows down the enemy it's shooting at, which is going to be good for this scenario.
This Formica rufa wood ant queen has laid her first brood in a burrow near the sea. Her nest is just on the outskirts of the beach, the perfect vantage point for scavenging hapless morsels washed in by the tide. At the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can.
So we're gonna start with a smallish hex over there and another one over here. We're gonna make a food stockpile over here. And we're gonna make a soldier thing here. Itchy nose. This one's gonna be a rapid fire ant. There we go. And our first hatch, and here we're gonna put a soldier, and here we're gonna put a worker. Just marking these down and putting this one over here and this one over here. Now we're gonna go up to the surface and start gathering.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are dangerous. They will quite easily overpower and destroy your ants. Their attacks can stun, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I'm gonna build the food stockpile over there. It's quite important so that the ants don't just stop collecting. Because reaching 70 food is quite easy and does not take a lot of time. And you really don't want your ants to be idle.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
So now, well, for now, the stockpile is finished, and we're gonna keep building up our army of ants. I'm gonna send them all the way down here to start picking up these guys, because these are the first that will be lost to the tide.
There are other wood ants out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea. Territorial disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
Like they always do. So, what we're going to do is try to build up as fast as we can. Then in the night time we can pick up all of these. Some of these are fully grown devil coach horses and will be quite dangerous. But as you can see, the rapid fire ant is quite strong, but the regular soldier ant, the tank, is not as good at dealing damage, but it has a lot of health, while the rapid fire ant does not. Let's see if I can go for these. Increase our number a bit.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Alright, we want that guy. So now we have 6 workers out there. So that should be going a little bit better for us. These here are not gonna be viable until we have a lot.
Soon the lower levels of the beach will be
more
flooded.
ants.
Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Go down here. Going down to the lowest plateau is not gonna be a good idea. Going down here where we were at first, because well, then we're gonna be washed out to sea.
The battle has begun.
It's telling us that if we upgrade the ants to level 3, they will get their special ability.
The ants have been spotted by Cicindela dorsalis, the beach tiger beetle. With its long, slender legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats. Its wide, carving jaws will slice effortlessly through squads of wood ants. It's going to take a monumental, unified effort to bring this beast down.
Fucking hell. This bastard here just killed 3 ants. 2 of them workers, but still. Yeah.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
How did that guy die? Okay, we're might lose this guy. Yeah, he's gonna die. Okay. Not gonna have a lot of food for this first night. This can be problematic because, well, in this scenario there are creatures that go into the nest, like in the night.
The tide has almost reached its
Tide's
highest
rising
point.
again.
The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
Yep. So we're gonna go down. And we're gonna start... No. Not over there. Over here. So we managed to get something. We might lose these two. Ooh, just barely escaped. Some larva, but that's fine. We can deal with that quite easily. Yeah.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the roofer colony to stay underground, and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
So, top side now we have crabs and the beach tiger. Hermit crab. Less damage,
Overground, nocturnal hermit crabs rule over the sands at night. These creatures are typically scavengers, searching for algae and carrion on the beach. But due to the unusual incursion of Formica rufa colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed a taste for ant flesh.
So these guys will come down into the hive. So we're gonna have to mount a defense against them.
A hermit crab has found its way into the nest. The ants must mount a swift and decisive defense.
This will of course provide us with some food as well. But he will very soon start to hunker down, like he did right now, and go into a shell. But since we have a lot of damage dealers, it should not be an issue. And it wasn't. So we're gonna go over here, gonna go this way and up here to get to this food over here. Gonna go here, here, here. The reason I'm going such a strange way around this is because if I want to make a hive over here, I can right now. So, and then I can just connect over here. But if I would have gone just straight there, I would have carved out
There are intruders in the nest.
out areas I could have used otherwise and made them less useful. Like still usable, but not as strong tiles. I'm gonna cut these paths off over there and start heading over here to defend the queen, because now we have
Group of hermit
two
crabs have
ants.
stormed the nest.
No,
The larvae must be protected.
two crabs. And like in the other scenario, I'm gonna send off the worker ants we have over there to start picking up the food in the nest. I'll make two more. And even though there are
Colony
two
is
of them
starving.
right now,
There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
it's not gonna be an issue. Manage one. And soon the other will die too, because we have enough tanks to block off block them off from damaging the the rapid fire ants. Going to
This
increase.
colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
So soon we will have 19 of these guys, and then we will be quite a lot faster at gathering food and can start increasing the number of these guys and these guys. And then we should be able to take on this guy. And there's gonna be 3 right now coming down to us. Yeah, there they are.
More hermit crabs have found the nest.
Through all of the through the night we have managed to gather more food than we did throughout the entire day, I believe, and we managed to increase the size of our nest quite a bit. So 1 down, 2 down. No, wait. Still 2 other. Huh. 2 down and 3 down. That's 310 food or so. So that's gonna be a bunch of new ants. Going to start digging this out and digging this out. I have a few more cells over here that we can start digging out. Two more of these. And then we can start upgrading this guy. Place the soldier ants over here. Single coach horse, that's gonna be fine. And daytime.
The tide is receding and a new day dawns.
Apologize for my
Hunters of the
yawning,
night
but
return to the safety of the shadows, and the ants can begin to lay down new trails. The harvest must go on.
yeah, like I apologize for my yawning, but I seem to be a bit tired.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
So we're gonna start going outside. We're not gonna pick this up until later, like next night. And next night we're also gonna fight these guys. And then on the 3rd night we should be able to go out and fight the creatures outside. Go over here instead, that's gonna be quicker. Like so. Then I'm gonna fill in
The
this
ants
one.
will fight to the death.
Yeah, and most of the fights will be short now because I have so many ants that actually deal damage. if I only have tanks in the area, then it's not gonna go so well. Accidentally clicking the walls that I don't really want to cut down.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
So, and then we can take this here. And then we have salvaged most of the lower ground. So we're gonna have to start going into territory that is problematic, to say the least. I don't know. Oh, I have too much food. It's a luxury problem to have.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
So, go over here, pick up these guys. This guy. And I'm going to start to have to go over here. So
The
I
battle
still
has
can
begun.
take on those guys. They have mortars because they expected. Well, they are here to deal with my guys. They're gonna be more numerous. But the mortar is really only good when he becomes level 3. Well, that's where he becomes more effective. Because he fires slowly but does a bit more damage. Well, a lot more damage, but the rapid fire is better in this scenario simply because of the tiger beetle. I don't really have to worry about these ants over here. They can be overwhelmed, but the tiger beetles need a bit more to be overwhelmed. So that's the main reason I'm going for the speedy ones here, because they need a bit more oomph. Not oomph, they need more. They need to be slowed down, because if they manage to attack on their regular speed, they will destroy my ants. But now, because I managed to get so much food in the last night, the next night is going to be a lot more convenient. Now, I do believe I am strong enough to attack this tiger beetle over there, but I will need to gather up my forces to do so. And I am going to upgrade this guy to level 3. Like so. So, now a lot of my guys are bringing food back, but a lot of those are coming back.
The ants must fight.
Okay, it's just a regular ant. Nice and tight.
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Right, now we should be fine. I'm gonna fuck up this guy. I'm gonna disable the food harvesting, just so that we can possibly catch him unaware. Catch him with as many ants as we possibly can. Okay, we're gonna go for this guy instead. And we're attacking both of them at the same time. That's not great. We did manage. That's 100 food for each, so that's quite decent. Okay, this should be pretty great. Right, managed to get those, so now we should not have to worry about any of the beetles.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
To go over here, well, as long as we actually prepare for the fight.
This colony must
Shouldn't have to worry about it.
Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
And we should not lose anyone. We should be able to sneak away with a lot of food here. We're going to start going over here now, since the tiger beetles will probably turn back soon. Gonna upgrade a few more of these guys to level 3.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
So that these guys are as strong as they can be. The food over there is gone. Gonna take that pocket over there. Gonna be some conflict. That's fine.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
Right, we're gonna go over here. Hopefully we don't lose anyone. We're gonna lose these two. These three over there. But looks like everyone else is gonna make it. Everyone that has food is gonna make it. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Don't know if we can survive this big one, but we can try. Since we have a bunch of food, we're gonna disable the food gathering and we're gonna fight.
There is another creature roaming the sands tonight. Arctosa littoralis, the beach wolf spider.
Fucking
In
spiders.
the day, these spiders retreat to the shade provided by larger plants on the edge of the beach. But once the sun is gone, they are far more active and on the hunt for a midnight feast.
The huge tiger beetle has been defeated. There are many more of them, but this is a milestone moment for the colony. They cannot be bullied by sheer size alone.
Right. Now we are strong enough to fight in the nighttime. I'm gonna upgrade the roll up there. And we're gonna take the food gatherers in group 2, put them to work over there. We are going to, this one has been fully upgraded, we are going to upgrade this one a bit more. We have 250, 150, that's all of them to level 2. So want to start putting down another cell of spitters, and we are going to want to put down another cell of soldiers as soon as we can gather that amount of food. We're gonna go over here and fight the crab. Take food from that tiger beetle. Like so. And we are probably going to want another cell of the workers as well, like so. These are going to be the nest guardians for the evenings. Seems like we managed to kill a bunch of shit up here, and now we have a lot of food at the entrance of our colony, which is quite good too. So we are going to put down one cell here, and we are going to start increasing the amount of spitters and soldier ants we have. In the evening, this guy is going to be going over here. Well, he's gonna be going over with group number 2. And we have a lot of food right now, so we are going to...
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Almost managed to fill up an entire brood cell with spitters. It is pretty great because, well, that's a lot of food that we had just lying around. So if anything manages to get into the colony, it will run into a lot of our defenders. So we have managed to kill.
Spiders have found the nest. The queen is in imminent danger.
Actually might have to go down there, since these haven't managed to fully spawn yet. Yeah, we're heading over here. Gonna walk the first group.
The ants must protect the queen.
I severely dislike those spiders.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
So I'm gonna go up here and pick up the rest of the food from these guys. And then I'm gonna head over here and pick up this shit. These guys have managed to pick up everything that they have over there. So we should be able to take on these guys right now. Over here with these guys. Have the workers over here.
As the sun rises over a new day, the tide recedes. The nocturnal creatures return to the shadows, and once again, the harvest must continue.
Gonna get all of them down here. The one on number 3 are not gonna harvest food. Number 1 is going to come over here. Number 3 is going to go over here. And number 2 is gonna be the one who gets all of this stuff. And then they will merge with their respective group. So, we're gonna start upgrading these guys.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers. The ants must fight.
And then in the third night, I believe, since this all went so well, that we might want to stick in, just stay inside the, oh yeah, I forgot to activate the food gathering on number 1. That's issue. This is gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. Might want to stay inside the nest. If I remember correctly, it's gonna get a bit crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put down like so and so. And here is gonna be a guy that helps with the nest.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Because it looks like it's gonna be needed. Like so, judging from this not being upgraded yet. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm gonna place squad number 1 over here. Just no harvesting, just fighting and killing these guys. Since then all of the ants over there will just go away. And then I can just sweep up all of this stuff here. Not have to worry about these guys.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
And over here then we have a blockade for these guys, so they can't really do anything like steal all this food here like they have been doing, so they just die. Okay, we got them. So now we just collect all of this good stuff over here with the other guys. Don't know why they do this, like randomly go back to the chambers.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
But we have to many there already, so they can't really break through. So now we have basically won the level and just need to run out the clock. Do. Going to deactivate food gathering, and I'm gonna go after the small beetles over here. Tide's gonna start rising.
Tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Activating this and we've already taken everything from here. So as soon as we finish with this level, I'm gonna move all of my guys over here to kill these beetles and start gathering this stuff. I am almost
The workers have done all they can to prepare this
upgrading these guys. And nice. Ooh.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
Right, we're going to start moving you guys over here, the workers over there, and these guys over here as well, which will let these guys back in, but I really don't mind because, well, don't have that long. And looks like I'm gonna lose a lot of ants right now. Yep, there was a bunch. Okay, now group number 1, group number 2 is gonna, group number 1 and 3 are gonna become the same group, and we are going to start fighting over there, and group number 2 is going to start rushing over there to start to get some of that food. Group number 1 is going to start killing beetles in the trillions. So start with this guy. It's gonna start getting this guy, and then they are going to start harvesting food as well. Oh, we almost are full on food, like so. Gonna upgrade.
This colony must remain small
Right.
for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Oh, we are.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
We're gonna be very. We're gonna lose a lot of ants right now. We lost over half of our ants. Ooh, that's painful. But we're going to attack these guys. We're here.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature
Going to
drops
deactivate.
outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the roofer colony to stay underground and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
Yeah, no. We don't need to do that. We can just kill everything around us. We are gonna have a bunch of nest invaders right now, so I'm going to move a group of these guys over here, just next to the queen, and have
A wolf spider has found the nest.
of workers with them, and these guys are just gonna be on the same group. Nothing really we can do about this guy until he gets over here, and he just ran past. Well, until he starts attacking the queen, he's not a problem. Not that big of a problem. He's of course a problem because he's killing our ants and
The
stuff like
workers have
that,
done all
but
they can to prepare this brood chamber.
it's not that serious. Like, he died over here where there are no soldier ants, so... Well, less soldier ants. Always some, but less. And our topside guys are quite busy killing and harvesting all these nocturnal creatures. So, this should be our last night. It doesn't look like we need the underground guards that much, so I'm gonna send them up here and have them guard the top side. And by guard the top side I mean harvest the dead critters that the other guys have been killing and harvesting.
More hermit crabs have found the nest.
Oh, you actually managed to get in. Right. Now all of my soldiers are upgraded to max. Normally not something I managed to do on this map. But then again, it's been a while since I didn't play this with the challenges. And the challenges make this food harvesting thing a lot more difficult. I'm not actually sure what I should do with all of this food. I can always upgrade the worker ants. Not really something that's like not worth doing, but I mean there are bigger priorities usually. A spider and a hermit crab. Oh, and another hermit crab over this. It's definitely gonna die.
A huge wolf spider has found the colony. This one is a mother, and her recently hatched brood have followed her into the nest. These
This
ants
is
are facing an overwhelming infestation.
this one. I need all of my soldiers to defend. I'm not really sure where this huge wolf spider mother is, but I'm assuming it's here. It's dead. And looks like everything is dead. Number 1 and times 2, and I'm going to upgrade.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
It's starting to look like everything is upgraded.
The workers have done all they can to improve these
Yeah.
food stores.
All of my worker and soldier brood chambers are fully upgraded. Right. Heading on opposite sides, don't I? Now that this soldier ant, the basic soldier ant is fully upgraded, it can take a few
As the
hits
ants grow in
from...
number, the local predators pose less and less of a danger. Eventually they will be displaced from this area entirely. Despite the dangers of the beach, it seems this intrepid queen's gamble to establish her colony here has ultimately secured her success.
Yeah, like I was saying, the fully upgraded soldier can take a few hits from the wolf, no, the tiger bill. Going to the Pharmacaria.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Often get the same dialogue a few times in a row. Well, I mean, it's still in early access, this game, like I said. So, can't really expect their dialogue to be fully fleshed out. So, I am going to buy the mortar, because in the Formicarium challenges, like you saw in the last one, if you watched that video, if you didn't, I'm wondering why you're watching this one. Like you saw in the last one, you are dealing with a lot of enemies, and the mortar one has splash damage, So it damages the one it targets and the one that stands next to it. Well, and the ones who are around it. And now we need food. Like so. Oh, we have a tiger beetle guy over here, which I'm going to send my guys after. We actually lost an ant doing that. That's not good.
The erector workers have raised their first Follica-Roofer ant.
Incredible. I wasn't sure it was even possible.
I seem to have dug out an extra square over here. It's unfortunate. Oh, it's not well. So what I need to do is place a square of that over there. Soon we will be fully kitted with spitting ants as well. So, next episode we are going to play the Queen of the Hill scenario, and probably take the Formicarium challenge number 2 as well. Yeah, in the meantime I'm going to collect all this food and upgrade these tiles as much as I can, and these ones as well. So I will see you next time when we take on Queen of the Hill and possibly the Formicarium challenge 2. Right, until next time.